Hey, just kind of want to show you one of these, brand new, just cataloging it right now. So whenever you're looking at yoke shafts, you want to check your flat to end of spline and radius to end of spline, spline length as well. It's a good idea to get all that information, especially when you're trying to replicate a shaft. That way you get the travel and the collapse length that the original assembly had. So 16 spline, 2.5 inch diameter. Again, get your length from end of spline to flat. Tell you what you got. Sometimes in other yokes there's a high angle, so sometimes you want to get center line to here as well. Get a picture so we know what we got. I'll get pictures later on once it's all together. So this is called the mechanics. Don't look at that number. This is called the mechanics wing style joint. The way you identify these is the OD swing, which is to this edge. Bolt hole distance, diameter, span from center to there. Also on some other joints, wing style, it's a good idea to get that. That may tell you more as well. So there's 8Cs, 85 WBs, 11, 15, 12, 12 and a half, all different ones. So we got a little cheat ruler here provided by Dana Spicer. Put that on the edge, tells me it's an 8C. So sometimes you can see on here it does say 8C. Sometimes it'll say it out here. But if you're trying to get a wing style joint, you're calling in, get the OD swing span, center line of that. You can also do center to center here. Say, hey, I need a wing joint. And also you need to know if the caps are drilled or threaded, low wing or high wing, all kinds of questions. So let's put this back together. So basically that right there is a max travel. Just depends on your seal, how much extra you might get. And yes, I am going backwards. There we go. Find the thread. I already took all my measurements. Alright, got that tightened up. So, to know if this shaft would work for your application, you're going to give us a flat of output flange to flat of output or input flange, whatever you got here. So just for example, this one here is 19-inch max that it can extend to. And then collapsed, which I already got all these measurements, but it's about 15 3/4. So it'll work in that range. I'm sorry, minimum collapse there. So kind of already see our range there. Typically halfway or so is really the max you want to be running at. That way you got as much spline engaged in here as possible.